Alright, absolute value of x is the distance from 0. Our standard parent function is that f of x equals absolute value of x. Nothing plus minus, nothing else in the absolute values. It has symmetry. Do you guys all know what an absolute value graph looks like?
No.
It's a V. Right here. This is what our graph looks like. Our vertex is our min or max. Axis of symmetry is where you could fold it and it would mirror each other. So it's always the line that goes through our vertex. Questions? Absolute value. You guys know what absolute value does? You've never heard of absolute value before?
Yeah.
Makes it positive. It does not make it positive, negative, just always makes it positive. Okay? So like our table, -3 just turns to 3, -2 turns to 2, -1 to 1, 0 and all positive numbers just get repeated. They stay the same. Okay. Alright, turn the page.
No, I got that.
You want to fill out the table already?
3, 1,
If x is -3, the absolute value of -3 is
3,
3, absolute value of -1 is
1,
0,
0,
1,
1,
3.
3.
bet.
Thank you.
Questions with the table so far? Okay, let's plot them. -3, up 3, -1, up 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 3. Make sure I put arrows because it goes on forever. It's not like a parabola. Parabola has like the U where it's curved at the bottom. These are V's. Alright. So far so good? Okay, now we're gonna graph the function absolute value of x minus 4. Question, tacked on at the end, or is it in something that looks like parentheses? Tacked on at the end, so what do you think it's gonna do?
Minus it, go down.
Go down 4. Okay, let's almost check to make sure. Absolute value of -3 is 3, like we said. If we subtract 4 from that, we get absolute value -1 is 1, subtract 4 from that. -3, 0 minus 4, -4,
3, -1.
and then plot them. You'll notice, just like our parabolas, they repeat each other. You can fold them. Were we right? Did it just go down 4? Yeah. So how are the two graphs different?
Goes down 4.
Goes down 4. Were they called different? F of x equals absolute value of x minus 4. That one goes down 4. Alright. Second one. How will the graph of f of x equals absolute value of x plus 3 differ?
It go
Up 3. How about this next one?
Down. Oh, no.
Move over
Oh,
to
it's
On the right.
Right.
How do you know if it's up, down, left, right?
It's
Inside.
inside.
Inside the parentheses absolute value stuff.
But this isn't parentheses.
No, they're absolute values. It's inside the stuff.
so it goes side to side.
Side to side, since it's a minus, we're going opposite. Right 2.
Right.
Embarrassing.
2, down 5.
Alright, Jay, you got this one?
Right 2, down 5.
Right 2, down 5. You guys agree?
Yeah.
Hope so. I read it already. What happened to my 2? I'm not write it.
Nice.
Right 2, down 5. Alright. How are you feeling?
Fine.
Fine? Good. Alright, well, this looks horrible. Okay, Vertical translations, horizontal translations, stretch, compression, reflection, all the same except for instead of parentheses, we have the absolute value signs. Okay? Should all kind of look familiar. We got that number 11 under the box. It says place a check mark in the box if the statement describes the transformation of the parent. We're not going to do an X if it does not. We're just going to do the ones it does. So, does it move right 5 units?
Yep. No.
No.
Left.
It moves left 5 units. Okay? So we got that done. Is it compressed by a factor of 1/3?
Yep.
Yeah, we got that 1/3 out front. So far we've got rid of this part and the 1/3 part. How about, is it up or down?
It translates up to.
Up to. Trickiest part. Is a reflection in X or reflection in Y?
Y.
No,
X.
X.
Y.
X because it'd be turning everything in the parentheses negative.
Right.
Okay.
So we got final decision was what? X.
Oh, because the sound I
That's that stuff right here. If it's in X, it's outside. If it's in Y, it's inside.
I'm gonna walk.
I walk? For
It's
real?
outside.
Like, not right now. Got stuff to do. Alright. Which of the following is the graph of y equals x plus 2, absolute value, plus 3? First off, my inside my absolute value, is that shifting left, right, up, down? Left, right. Which one? Left or right?
Left.
Left. So pretty much everything that's to the right on my square below. That's to the right, and this is to the right.
E
Right?
is the correct answer.
What else do I know? That plus 3 means what?
Up 3.
Up 3, so which one we got?
E.
D.
Yeah.
That one. Alright. Questions so far? Okay. We're going to graph f of x equals absolute value of x minus 4 plus 2. First, you're going to tell me what's going on. What does that minus 4 mean?
Would it be right?
I'm right for
Right 4. And then what does the 2 mean?
up to.
Up 2. Okay.
Your vertex is on
You're going to guess my vertex already?
14.
How'd you know?
Because that's what the dot is like. That's what it means.
So you remember your parent function? Our vertex was at 0, right? Absolute value of 0 is 0.
Yeah.
So our point 0, 0. Well, with our blue stuff up there, we're going to move that 0, 0 over 4 up 2. So, yes, indeed, my vertex is 4, 2. That means my axis of symmetry, which goes through my vertex, is this line
Y.
right here. Not y. When it's up,
X
down,
equals
it's x equals what?
4.
4. It's the x coordinate of my vertex. So from there, our slope is 1. There's nothing outside here, so there's nothing outside. It's always 1. So you're just going up 1 over 1, and then mirroring that on the other side. Okay. Questions there? No, we're okay. Anybody need more time to copy that down? Alright, moving right along. Function f of x equals a times that's the value of x has a stretch of compression. Depends on what a is. Again, if it's between 0 and 1, we got a fraction, that's a compression, it's going to get shorter. Anything bigger than 1, it's going to be a stretch, it's going to get bigger. Constant, a is the slope of the right branch, off to the right, and then slope of the left is just your opposite. Okay? Not opposite or circle, just opposite. So, let's graph f of x equals 2 times the value, absolute value of x. What do you think it's going to do? Stretch or compression?
Stretch.
Stretch. Good.
Stretch by a factor of 2.
Yeah. So if my usual one has a slope of 1, or on the other side negative 1, this is my parent. All this means we're not up or down any, right? Nothing at the end. So we're still starting at 0, 0, but this time we have a slope of 2. So we're going from here up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1 on the right side. On the left side, we're going up 2, left 1. So it's just kind of narrower, skinnier than the parent one. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. All right, B. Our f of x is negative 2 times the absolute value of x minus 3 plus 1. So, the 3 part, what's that going to do?
You're gonna move to right. I don't know.
No, the first one.
Oh, right.
Right 3.
Oh, yeah, right.
What's the plus 1 doing?
Okay.
Up 1. Oh, I almost wrote. We'll make that a 1. And then what's that negative 2 doing?
Compression.
Opposite compression.
Which is stretch.
Yeah.
Stretch by 2. What's the negative doing? It's going to go down. It's going to be like an A or a caret symbol. Yeah, it reflects it in over the x-axis. So we're going to bring it down, and we're stretching. Can't spell. Stretch 2. All right, so what's my vertex going to be if we're over 3 up 1?
Over 3, 1.
3, 1. Okay, so that's my vertex.
And then it's gonna go downwards like.
So you can take your slope, if that's how you want to think about it. Your slope is negative 2, and that's to complete the right half, this half. So from our vertex, we're going to go down 2 over 1. Okay? And then we're just going to mirror that on the opposite side. So we'll have a positive slope on the left side.
Got it.
So that is what our graph looks like.
What's that line for?
That's my axis of symmetry, my mirroring line.
I don't know, like,
That was my right branch. Sorry, I don't like that. Alright. Questions? That's not a question. Alright. Last page. Our general form, kind of already figured out. Stretch or compression is that A, vertex, HK, and axis of symmetry, X equals H. We're geniuses, we have already figured that out. So, we gotta compare Y equals negative 2 times the absolute value of X plus 2 plus 3 with parent function. I wanna know what the vertex is. Guesses?
Which one is 6? Oh, 6.
6. 2, 3? Negative 2, 3. How do you get negative 2? Yeah, we're going left. This is a plus here. Our standard form is minus, or you can think of it left and up. So that's our vertex, which means our axis of symmetry is what? Just negative 2? How about a variable that equals something? X equals negative 2. Okay. What else do we want? Transformations. We got lots going on. Let's start with, I don't know, whatever you guys want to start with. What do you know?
That is going like carrot down to.
Like carrot down to? So are we stretching or compressing? Compressing. Stretch. So we got stretch. Stretch 2. What else did you say?
Down.
It's going down. So reflect over x-axis. So it's looking like that. And then you said with the vertex, it's going where? Left 2, up 3. Okay. Ready for the last one?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah. Okay, can we move it up though? Is that okay? It says, what is the equation of the absolute value function? What I always look at first is our vertex. I think that's the easiest thing to find. What is our vertex at in that graph?
2,
2, 1. So I know my vertex is 2, 1. So using that standard at the top, I know I'm going to have,
2 right and 1 up.
yeah, 2 right, 1 up. Y equals maybe something times x. Is it going to be minus 2 or plus 2? Minus 2, good. And then tacked on at the end, is that going to be plus or minus? Plus
1.
my 1, good. So the only thing I got to figure out is what my slope is. So is it a stretch or compression? And if it's positive or negative.
You stretch it.
I'm stretching.
Stretch of 4.
Okay, so let's find our slope.
You compress.
I'm going to start at my vertex. The next nice point is probably where the arrow ends, right on the right. So we're going up 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4. So my rise of a run is 1/4. So is it a stretch or compression? Compression. And is it going up or down? So is it positive or do I need a negative out there? Positive. Okay. So the easiest way to find that A, if you have a graph, is to find the slope from your vertex to the next nice point on the right side. Okay. Questions?